Hi Pisces. So, welcome to my channel. This can be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or even in your Venus. Remember, if you're watching your Sun sign and it doesn't resonate, then check out one of your other signs. So, Pisces, this is for July 2020, but all my readings are actually intended to be timeless. So whenever you watch this video, it is intended for you at that time. Also, remember that a lot of people watch these videos, and so not all of the messages is going to relate to you. So only take parts of the messages that relate to you, that resonate, and just kind of throw out the rest. Don't ever force it to fit. We ain't got enough lube for that. Okay, so Pisces, what is going on with you for the next month? What do we got going on with you? The Emperor. So, Archangel Michael. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. The thing about the Emperor is that it's usually like a divine masculine energy. Some of you may be operating in your divine masculine energy at this time, whether you're male or female. The masculine and feminine energies are just energy. If we're talking about the feminine energy, we are talking about, receptive energy, fertile energy, creative energy, nurturing. If we're talking about the masculine energy, we're talking about leadership, discipline, logic thinking, the go type, the getting things done, and organization. You know, this is like someone who maybe you're stepping up into boss mode. Okay. Then we have the King of Fire. The King of Fire is the King of Wands. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. This is a leader who leads by example. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So you are stepping into a leadership type of responsibility. You are working on getting things done. We have the Four of Earth, which is the Four of Pentacles. This is it could mean several things: being too frivolous or too cautious with money. It says good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So when it comes to, with tarot readings, you have to read what the other card says too. So when I see these cards lined up like this, I'm just seeing someone who is starting to be more responsible, someone who is taking the reins into their hands. They are leading by example. They are making decisions that will assist them financially. You may be deciding to get a bank CD or invest in your retirement, a 401k. But there's something that you're starting to you're thinking, okay, you know what? I need to step up and I need to get this taken care of. And you're just going to, instead of relying on anyone else to do it, you're going to step up and do it yourself. You want it done, you're going to do it yourself, and you're going to make sure it gets done. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Air. It's like the Four of Swords. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. But what I'm sensing, and when it has to do with this, you may be wanting to open up a savings. You want to save up maybe for a vacation. So that way you can go off and maybe lay on the beach somewhere or something. This is over the Justice Archangel Raguel. It says, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So you're wanting to do something for yourself that you believe that you really deserve. You really deserve something, and you're going to have to save up for that. So let's look, Pisces. Let's look and get some clarifiers for these cards. So Spirit, please give us a clarifier for the Emperor card. What is the Emperor card doing here? Why is the Emperor here? Why is the Emperor here? Let's see. We have the number 29 broken down into the 11. the world. So the 11 is a master number, a builder number. So the world. So there's something you want to manifest. Maybe it has to do with something online, World Wide Web. It may have to do with something that you've got your eye on for the future. But you're wanting to, invest and take the lead in something that you have your eye on, that you want to create and build. So, the King of Fire. Why is the King of Fire here? Number 33, door to romance. There's something that creatively you're inspired by, that, it says door to romance, but I'm just seeing all those hearts. So it's something that you really want to unlock the cage. You really want to be able to manifest and build and do. Something you've had your thoughts on, something that your heart is set upon. There's some kind of creative endeavor that you're wanting to create and build, and you're going to have to save up for it. For some of you, you're like, you know what? I'm tired of waiting. I'm going to start it. I'm going to start this. Some of you, I'm just hearing like an antique store. I don't understand, but someone may. But I'm hearing antique store or thrift shop. For others of you, it may be you maybe have some kind of creative endeavors or projects, and you're like, you know what? I can have a business with this. So you're wanting to start World Wide Web. You may be starting an Etsy shop. And then to clarify the 4 of Earth, we have the number 47, the thinking woman. So I love this because it's got the steps. She's put a lot of thought into it. She's researched it. And she's fixing to go up them steps. She's fixing to progress on it. She's going to move this into motion. So this is great, Pisces. We have on the bottom of the deck, number 39, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. That has to do with your throat chakra. That has to do with communication. Yeah, I just think that it's something for a lot of you. It's something that you're going to be advertising maybe on internet or social media. You're not really going to advertise, but I think you're going to, maybe you will, but for the majority, I think it's going to be word of mouth, and you're going to be successful. It's over, the number 25, deceit. You are going to watch, because he looks like Judas to me. You're going to have to watch who you let in on your business. You're going to have to use your voice and make sure you're like, you know what? I don't trust you, and you're not joining into my business. So make sure you watch out for that person that's, you're going to know deep inside that you can't trust them. So Pisces, let's look into your love life. So I'm going to use the Enchanted Love Tarot. So what is going on with Pisces this month, Spirit? What is going on with Pisces love life this month? With Pisces love life. So we have the Ace of Shells. Love. So this is maybe a new level in your relationship. A new renewed commitment. Maybe this is just, this is overflowing love for me. So there's some overflowing love for you this month, Pisces. We have the 6 of Gems, which is the 6 of Pentacles. Generosity. So make sure you have that attitude of gratitude, and be generous with that person. Be romantic and affectionate. And I feel like you're going to get that in return, Pisces. 7 of Roses. That's like the 7 of Wands. Have courage. Maybe for some of you, you need to show some of that vulnerability. And, don't worry about, sometimes we don't like being vulnerable. We're afraid we're going to get hurt, or we're afraid we kind of look stupid, but go ahead and be vulnerable. Give that love freely. Be generous with that love. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Roses, stress. So you may have been a little bit stressed about how you're going to be affectionate. You know, is this person going to accept your affectionate nature? You know, lots of times we get into relationships where maybe the one or the other isn't too comfortable with affection, and it causes a barrier. So, you know, you got to tear down those barriers. 10s are also the ends of cycles. So if you've been stressed about it, know that that's the end of that cycle. You're going to get over that. Underneath the 10 of roses is the 9 of gems, independence. So maybe you've been single for a long time, and you don't, for some of you, you've been single for a long time, you don't really know how to express that affection. But do know that that's coming to an end, because you have new love coming in. So let's get some clarifiers. So for clarifiers, I'm using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. So Spirit, please clarify the Ace of Shells. What is the Ace of Shells doing here? The Ace of Shells. Number 14, which breaks number 5, balance. So I love this card. It's so beautiful. It's the masculine and feminine coming into union. That's what it looks like to me. They're merging into one energy. You know, for some of you, you are finding your partner. You're beginning a new love with your partner, your divine counterpart. Others of you, if you've been in a long-term relationship, it's like things are starting to balance out. Things are starting to, you know, lots of times if we're in a long-term relationships, the first few years are rather difficult. But it's like for some of you that's been in a long-term relationship, those difficulties are ending. This new level of commitment and love and appreciation for what each other's bringing to the table is coming into focus now. And for those of you that's been single for a while, there is this balanced commitment coming in. To clarify the 6 of gems, we have the number 11 for detach. So this is just, you know, letting go of past pains and realizing they have no bearing on this commitment now. This new love coming in. You know, you may have things that come up and get triggered. And that's good. That's good, because remember that all relationships are mirrors of ourselves. And it causes us to trigger sometimes, you know, those fears of rejection, fears of abandonment, fears of not being good enough or not loved enough or not being deserving of love. And this is a healing connection. The generous and loving nature of this connection is going to allow you to release all them pains and the heaviness and sadness and everything of the past. So that's so beautiful, Aquarius. I'm so happy for you. I mean, I think I called you Aquarius, but this is for Pisces. Sorry. I just got done recording Aquarius. So for Pisces Spirit, please clarify the 7 of Roses. 7 of Roses. Why the 7 of Roses here? It's because the courage, clarifying the 0 in the regular tarot, that's the Fool card. It says trust. That's surrendering and taking that leap of faith with your arms wide open and being ready for that possibility of love to catch you. Oh my goodness, Pisces. This is so amazing. Bottom of the deck is number 6, giving and receiving. That's that generosity, that equal give and take. And it's over the number 10, flow. Look how he's just flowing. He's got his hand on his heart, and he's got his hand in the water, representing that flow of energy, that flow of love, equal give and take of love. That is a spectacular reading, Pisces. That is like the most beautiful love section I've done, I think, so far. I don't remember anything else being that beautiful. Now I'm going to pull cards from the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot, created by Angela with Mystic Moon. The reason I'm pulling some of these is because a lot of us don't realize that we really need to do our shadow work. You know, we tend to like to bury things down deep, you know, so we don't have to do our healing work. We'd rather just ignore it and hope it goes away. But, you know, we can't be like an ostrich and bury our head in the sand. We need to dig those things out that trigger us, and so we can do our healing. So I'm hoping to pull some cards that's going to trigger you. So what is going to trigger Pisces? What's going to trigger Pisces? We have the Six of Rage, Tyrant. Some of you are a little tyrant. Y'all are a little demanding. Maybe some control freaks. Willing to wage war if you don't get your way. Maybe you got some mean-spiritedness inside of you, Pisces. Y'all act like little tyrants sometimes. Yes, I hope that triggers you. I hope so. I hope it does. Then we have the number 14, Temperance, fallen angel. Some of y'all pretend to be sweet little angels, and you're actually little demons, ain't you? You're a tyrant. You're a demon. Oh, Pisces. Y'all got a little bit of crazy gene in you? I know y'all's water signs. I'm a water sign, so I know I can have a little bit of craziness. Say, I can be a tyrant if I want to. And then we have Dictator, Torment, cold-blooded. Holy shit. Y'all can just be little demons, can't you? You're cold-blooded. I think when you get mad, you have zero fucks. You don't even care. You're like, I don't care. Go on with yourself. Bottom of the deck is another reading had this at the bottom of the deck too. It says justice, corruption. You just think everything's tormented and bad, and you just think everything's corrupted. Everyone's lying, cheating, stealing, murdering. Everything's corrupt. The whole system's corrupt. You may be someone who likes to watch them murder documentaries or crime shows, and you're like, I can tell you exactly how to get away with murder. This is covered. Ace of Decay, bad seed. Some of you think you bad seeds. Some of you got a bad feeling about yourself. You don't like yourself very much. So let's get some healing on this. I'm going to pull some shamanic healing oracle cards. So how can we heal? How can you do some healing on your bad seed self? You little tyrant. That's funny. I know some Pisces in personal life. And and trust me, y'all can be the sweetest thing if you want to, but you can also be little demons. And it's like it depends solely on what the other person brings to the table. That's how you're going to react in kind. So, you have the number 28, anger. You got some anger issues. It just keeps saying the same thing over again. You're a little tyrant. But you know what? Just because you was pissed off today, tomorrow's a new day. This number 11, new day. You are someone that you're just like, okay, well, that's okay. Just because I'm pissed off at you today, I may be your best friend tomorrow. It's all right, because everything is a learning lesson. You have number 14, teaching. So everything is a learning lesson. But because you have all your own issues, you're pretty good at being able to understand things and maybe mentor other people. Bottom of the deck is perception. You understand everything works with perception. Everyone has their own point of view of how things work out. And you're pretty good at, even though you may get you may get pissed off and tend to be cold-blooded like a little lizard. But tomorrow's a new day. You may wake up on the right side of the bed tomorrow, and it's a new day. You're like, well, I can see why, you know, I couldn't understand it when I was pissed off, but, you know, now that it's a new day, I can kind of look at their point of view and understand it. I'm not so mad anymore. Now, let's get some messages from your higher self. What does your higher self want you to do? What do they want you to know? So these, to me, these little messages are like little cheat codes if you was in a video game, which is kind of how I view life. as us being the avatar, and our higher self has the controls, and they're trying to send you cheat codes. Okay, these little downloads, little questions they want you to ask yourself. That way maybe you can go, I just had an epiphany. Your question is, what are the dominate emotions that run my life? What are the dominant? I'm sorry, dominate. I'm into a little domination. No, just kidding. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? And it says, how do you feel your day? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin feeling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Today's soul action. Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? So that's a good question you can ask yourself, Pisces. Now, because in real life I am quite a spectacular smart ass and sarcastic little bitch, my favorite deck is the Rebel deck, because it has these questions, these little statements that are absolutely hideously sarcastic, and I love them. So let's pull you a couple cards from this sarcastic, smart-assy Rebel deck, okay? What's something sarcastic that you need to hear today? What's something sarcastic? It says they broke your heart. Fuck them. Says you are giving too many fucks. Give zero. Give zero fucks. Don't be worried about what other people think, Pisces. So, next I'm going to pull you a couple cards from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. We work from the little demonic little deck to the little angelic light deck now. Let's pull you a couple cards from this little Work Your Light Oracle deck. These beautiful little cards here. Let's see, Pisces. We have Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. That talks about healing things, you know, not just your healing, but for your DNA as well. We have Akasha. It says your guidance is divinely guided. So make sure you listen to your inner voice. You know, don't just rush into things. Always make sure you take time to listen to that inner voice. Maybe do some meditation. And as you progress on your life journey, you're going to be healing not only yourself, but generational curses. You're going to be healing those in your future bloodline, in your DNA. So last card I'm going to pull is one from the Yogic Path. They are such beautiful cards, and they have beautiful sayings. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I cannot pronounce all the words in these cards and their meanings, but I'm going to try to go ahead and say them anyhow. So please, please bear with me, because they're beautiful messages, but I just can't say all the words. So the card I have for you is I'm gonna try it. Chinnamasta. Yeah, okay. So Chinnamasta. Let's look and see what that is in the book. Wow, I hope some of you know how to pronounce these words, so I'm not trying to say something incorrectly to you, which I am. I promise you, I most assuredly am saying it incorrectly. Just know that I am, and hopefully you know what I'm talking about. So, Chinnamasta says, Goddess of Radical Self-Transcendence. It says, you are waking up and experiencing the radical pleasures of letting go. Chinnamasta, the headless goddess, has come to guide you in this massive state of transformation as you turn passion into spiritual energy. Kundalini, primal energy, is rising. Some of you have been feeling that intense sexual energy. And you have given up a role you once carried to step up more fully into your power. Don't feel fear in the state of transition. Chinnamasta's gift is to transmute the darkest of times into the most powerful of energies. Carry her fierceness. Y'all are fierce because y'all's little tyrant, demonic, cold-blooded goddesses is what you is. I think maybe that's going to be y'all's title. Cold-blooded, headless goddess. Carry her fierceness as you tear off a former head you once had and experience the inner peace that comes with being divinely yourself. Is actually a very beautiful message if I could quit laughing about y'all's little tyrant selves. I hope you enjoyed this message. I really enjoyed doing your reading for this month. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye, Pisces.